Okay, there are two ways of recording PowerPoints that I think work really well. The first one is using TechSmith Relay, so ames.techsmithrelay.com, and that's how I'm actually recording this video here. And that's going to be a little simpler, but it's a little bit less flexible in terms of adding annotations and stuff like that. So if you want to do something quite straightforward, where you're just simply recording a PowerPoint, you want a camera like I've got now, I've got my webcam with me talking, and you want sound and all that kind of stuff, TechSmith Relay is something really good. And then you can direct students to TechSmith Relay, you can download them and upload them directly to D2L, put the links in D2L, etc, etc. Alright, so that's how I'm making this video now. But how I make the videos, because it's more flexible in terms of altering the audio, adding annotations on there, importing little videos, things like that, I'm going to use something called Camtasia. So I'm actually going to turn my webcam off now, otherwise it's going to cause problems, because it will also record in Camtasia. But I'll show you how to record in Camtasia. So I'm going to open Camtasia, and it's going to say new project, new recording, whatever. I'm going to go on new project. I'll double click that. Right, and this is what you're going to see. I'm going to go to record, and this is going to pop up. I'm going to keep the camera on. What this will do is record the little video of you talking, and the good thing is that you can turn that on and off and delete it throughout the PowerPoint. So let's say you're playing a video, they obviously don't want to just see you like there staring at the video, so you can delete the camera at particular points. So I'm going to put that on. Now if I was recording in Camtasia and I wasn't recording myself recording in Camtasia, I would also make sure that the microphone was on and the audio was on. So all of these things need to be green. I'm not using the microphone or the audio just because I'm using a different program to record what I'm doing now. So I'm going to press start recording, and it's going to count me down, and then I'm recording now. And I can't actually see myself talking, but it will show that when I finish recording. So I'll go to my PowerPoint, and I can delete what I'm doing now, so don't worry about that. It's super simple to delete, and I'll show you how to do that. So I'll go to presentation mode, and so what Camtasia is doing now is capturing anything that I'm doing on my computer. So now I've got PowerPoint on full view, and I can give my presentation. So blah blah blah, mitosis. Let's say I've got a drawing tablet, I could draw stages of mitosis, blah blah blah, mitosis, it's so great. And now I've got a video. Now there's two things you can do if you want to show videos in your presentations. The first thing is you can actually play it in the presentation like this. So I can go and I can press play, and it's gonna play it.
Cell division is required for an org.
So that's one option. The other option is that I can actually download this video and import it into my recording of my presentation, and I'll show you how to do that. Now, of course, you have to be able to download the video. If I want to download from YouTube, I just Google download from YouTube, and there's websites that let you do that. Another thing you could do is use Camtasia to record the video in full view on YouTube. So there's loads of different options. Let's say I am ready to finish recording now, and I press Command, Shift, and 2. And what that does is bring me to this screen now, and what it's done is it's paused my recording. So I can resume this recording if I want to bring other stuff up. But I'm going to press complete. And then it's going to take me back to my Camtasia program. Alright, so I'm in my Camtasia program now, and it's got my video up here. Okay, and you'll see there's two things going on down here. I've got my webcam, and I've got my actual screen recording, and it actually adds little toggles of when you change the screen. So notice here how I've got my webcam, and I can move this around. So I had a bunch of stuff where I was like faffing about at the beginning, and I got to my presentation. So I'm going to drag, I'm going to click this red bit here, and I'm going to click and drag it. You can actually move this at the same time. I'm going to find out where did my presentation actually start. Right, it started there. So I'm going to highlight this bit here. I'm going to press Command and Delete. And I've deleted that part. Let's say I'll go to the end of my presentation, and I've recorded blah 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 blah. Let's say, right, I want to stop here. So now I'll drag this red bit here and press Command and Delete. And now this is all what I've got in my recording. I've just got my PowerPoint. I can click and drag my video and I can make it larger. All right, there I am. Okay, so let's say that I want to show my camera for this part here. And I know it's covering up, but you'd obviously adjust that. But I don't want to show it for this here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drag the pointer to here. And I'm going to right click and I'm going to go split all. And what that does now is treat these two bits differently. So I can click on my camera there and I can delete it. So now I don't have a camera in this part, but I have the camera in this part here. Now, an important thing to keep in mind is that the audio is recorded with the camera. So I just showed you how to delete your camera from certain parts, but sometimes if you're recording your audio as well, and you're talking, deleting your camera will also delete the audio. When I mean camera, I mean like the video of you talking. So on this right hand side, I've added a little section here, and you'll see this is what we had before, where we had the bit at the bottom is like the recording of the PowerPoint going through the screen, and then the top bit is actually the recording of your little webcam, but also with the audio attached. So if you need to delete your webcam, but you want to keep the voice recording, you're going to right click and go on separate audio and video. And now I have my audio section, I have my camera section, and then I have my slides. So I can delete my camera, but it's still going to play the audio. And there you go. So just keep that in mind. So what I did earlier when I deleted my picture, I would have deleted any sound with it as well. So you have to do that as well. So let's say that I want to make my camera smaller. I'm going to split all, and I'll make sure I'm selected on this part of the video, and I'm going to click on my camera. I'm going to make it smaller. All right, let's say I just want it that big. So now if I go to here and press play, you can see I have no camera there. Then I made my camera and it's quite big, etc., etc. And then I made my camera smaller. So you have lots and lots of flexibility. Now here was my mitosis video. I can, let's say I just wanted to talk up to here, and then I didn't want the video from the presentation. Okay, I can delete those parts, and I can go file, no, what is it, edit, no, it's file, import, media, and I can import the video. So I'm going videos, and let's pretend it's DNA replication. My video is going to appear up here, and I can click and drag that there. So now my video is going to play. Okay, there we go, DNA replication, isn't it awesome? That's some kind of editing that you can do. You can also click on things like annotations, and I can say click here and I want to say cell splits in half or whatever. Okay, I can have that come up, and I can adjust how long it comes up for. So I'll press play again, and that's going to come up, and you can add pictures in. There's loads of stuff you can do. You can play around with it. Anyway, this is all getting into kind of the nitty-gritty about it, but basically you can do lots and lots of editing. When you're finished, you go to share and local file, or you could save it to TechSmith Relay or Google Drive or whatever. I like to do local file and then import to TechSmith Relay or to D2L. Some of the students had problems with TechSmith Relay in the past with it being jumpy, so I like to just upload the video as it is to D2L, even though it takes some time. Okay, let's say I want to use TechSmith Relay instead, or TechSmith Nomania, whatever it's called now. I'm going to go to aims.techsmithrelay.com, and you'll have a library, and you can go launch capture. And what this does is just capture your screen, and it is simpler than using Camtasia. It's not letting me do that right now because I'm still uploading a video I just made. Now, once you've recorded in TechSmith Relay, it's going to bring you to this page, and here's the video, and you can edit the video here as well. So this is using TechSmith Relay online. I'm going to go edit media. You can edit the original or a copy, so I'm just going to edit the original. And you can do very similar things, like you can cut little bits out there. So I want to cut that, and then I've got to this part here, and it just works slightly differently. So I want to delete this bit here, I'm going to cut that there, etc., etc. All right, so you can definitely edit parts of your video and undo those and things like that on TechSmithRelay.com.